Greetings and welcome to the Astronomy Picture of the Day podcast. Today's picture for January 22nd of 2025 is titled the North America Nebula. So what do we see here? Well, here we see a region of the sky where the gases may give you the appearance of the North American continent. And you can see the brighter regions in there, and perhaps the bright wall on the right hand side kind of resembles the eastern coast of the United States and Canada. Now, of course, it doesn't really look like that. It's just random patterns. And that is the way our mind tends to put things, to try to put some kind of pattern into randomness. Now, what this is a star forming region, and the part on the right hand side is known as the Cygnus Wall. And this is actually a portion of the constellation of Cygnus. And the whole star forming region is about 1,500 light years away from us. Now, what it is mainly emission from light of stars. So we see a combination of that, where stars illuminate the gas around them and cause it to glow. Now that happens when the gas is ionized. So energetic light from these young stars will rip electrons off of the gas atoms. And then as they recombine, they will give off colors of light that will cause them to glow and cause us to see the structures that we see here. Normally, gas is clear and invisible. But as we know here on Earth, we can put energy and electricity through gas in a tube and it will glow. Well, the same kind of thing happens here, except on a much larger scale, because we're looking at a region here about 50 light years across. So we're seeing a very large region of space that is being illuminated by the energy of these stars. Now we also see some of the darker dusty areas, and the dust blocks out some of the light, making it harder to see certain regions. So the light gets blocked out there, and the darker areas are denser concentrations of dust, and don't mean the absence of material, but actually the presence of excess material. So there's actually more material there than we would normally expect. And some of that gets a little bit darker. Now what normally happens within those darkest, densest knots is that stars are still in the process of formation. So those are regions where the star may not have fully formed yet and hasn't produced enough energy to break out of that cocoon from which it's forming. And once it does, it will then begin to ionize gases around it, and that will expand and change the shape of the North America Nebula that we see today. So the pattern that we see today isn't the pattern that we will see in 100,000 years. And while that may seem like a long time to us, in the scale of star formation, that is a very short time period. So stars can take many millions of years to form. And we're seeing them here at one stage where the nebula around it seems to have a vague resemblance to the continent of North America. So that was our picture of the day for January 22nd of 2025. It was titled the North America Nebula. We'll be back again tomorrow for the next picture. So until then, have a great day, everyone, and I will see you in class.